So this is chapter 4, and like I was saying, this chapter presents the various outputs that were generated from the data that we project here. So the output serves as the template. It serves as the foundation for the discussion that we will be having subsequently. Now, saying that if you want to start the discussion should be based on the research objectives. Okay, so what the objectives mean to the data is what we want to talk about. Now, you also highlighted some theories that should support or that should underpin your studies. And then you also look at some empirical studies that were also reviewed during your chapter 2. Yeah. Okay. Now look at this. Your research must corroborate or refute the position of this. Your research must support, or corroborate or it should refute the position of the theories or the empirical evidences that were used in the research. Okay, so basically what you have to do is that you have to start with the demographics before you come to the objectives of the study. So if you look at, I want to get an example. If you pick this topic, CSR up against organizational performance among the staffs in the University of Cape Coast. So part of your demographical information is the gender of the person. All of those things you have to talk about them. What is the gender distribution among the staff, and how does that have implication on your research? So this one is going to be purely descriptive. Maybe 27% are males, and then 70 or 69, right, or 67 are females. Okay, and that means that UCC staffs are male dominant. That is the conclusion that you have to draw, because you may be referring to that particular stance at a particular point in time. So you must be able to state it. Then you must also look at their years of working or their working experience. So some of them may be working there for more than 30 years. Some may be working there for 12 years. Now, when you do the interval data, or you present it in a form of interval data, maybe 0 to 10 years, or 20 to 40 years, or 50 years and above, okay, you must also tell us that, okay, most of the workers have a working experience of 10 years, because from your research, 30% of them have been working there for 10 years. 60% of them have been working there for these years, and then this number of people too have been working there for this number of years. Okay, these are, so we pick all the demographical informations, we talk about them, and then that will be based on the way you be presenting it on your research, on the data that will be given you. Okay, then what again must you look out for demographically here? CSR. What demographic information do you need about them? Okay, if they are firms, okay, maybe firm size. All right, we have small scale, we have medium scale, and then a large scale. Okay, so you can also look at the firm sizes. So 30% are small sizes, 20% are medium sizes, and then 50% are large scale, and therefore you can conclude, not conclude, you can infer that most companies in Cape Coast are large scale, or they operate on a large scale. Then you just put the full stop. As for the demographic information, there is not much to say about them. You run your descriptive statistics, and then usually you can use percentages and then at worst standard deviations to give characteristics about them, and then you go. Okay, let me show you something online.
So we'll be talking about the demographics and the size of the film under the empirical review of the theories. The demographics. Will you be talking about the under the empirical study?
No, that's before the objectives.
Before
The objectives.
yes. Every question you ask must be accounted for. Okay, so
Objectives, are you going to talk about the same objectives you stated in the introduction?
yes.
Because the last time I asked Sarah was like, you see, the last time I think we was in chapter 3 or so, we used to speak about the problem statement, where I think we had the problem statement in chapter 1.
Chapter 1, we just
So I asked him
introduced
whether
the problem. We just introduce and summarize the problem statement. And now when you go to chapter 3, we're going to expand. Like the whole problem statement itself, we're going to talk more on it.
Yeah, so the background of the study presents just a snapshot of the problem. Then when you go to the problem statement, just after the background of the study, then you talk much about it. That is all.
Yeah, copy and paste there. I say, what's happening at the moment? We be taught how to reference our sources. Referencing.
That is one of the easiest.
Okay, because I like some people use some apps.
If it is a pure academic work, okay, you have to use Google Scholar. Okay. How do you know how to use it?
You go to you go to site.
You go to the.
Mostly they will ask you to
Yeah, I was in this morning, that's the much.
most of the words they will be asking you to do, you must not use a word that is older than 4 years, at worst 5 years. So if your references, they shouldn't be older than
Then the one I started with
2019.
I said that the range I gave was 2018 to 2020.
So you have to customize the range.
Yeah,
And I know you guys know how to do
yeah,
that.
I did 2018 to 2020.
Okay. There is one software I will give you. I will introduce you to this. You finish, I will have one day with you. Okay. Then we talk about the softwares and some AI tools.
Okay.
AI is not accepted, but some of the time you guys will need money. Okay. Some undergrads guy, they don't have time. But if it is masters,
Don't use AI.
don't use AI.
But you
Okay. Yeah. If it is undergrads, that they
don't
just
even take.
Yes. I will teach you how to code, how to give command to the AI. Okay. Most AI would write. Now, when they write it for you, okay, most of the references they'll be giving are not correct. Cloud is good. The cloud will give you correct, but not always.
Not 100%.
Then Gemini. Do you know Gemini? Is it Genie AI?
Yeah.
Genie AI is good, but that one they will give you a limited number of staffs. Say it's not here, that's what I'm teaching. He doesn't recommend that we use AI. Okay, but some of the time, tell you, you need me. Okay, so quickly you just. So I'll teach you how to code it, because if you want AI to write you objective research background, you have to tell it what must be included. Okay, so I'll give you, okay, but you have your page, so I'll copy it for you, then you paste it on the page. Alright, so you say, okay, I want you to write a topic research background for this topic, considering this following, or let this point be included. Don't just copy it and then paste it there. Once you key it in or you give it the command, it will run the analysis for you from top to down, or it will just write everything for you. Now, when you finish, what you have to do is that most of the references, like I said, will be wrong. So I'll give you another AI. Okay, that one, the references are not wrong. We call it elicit. I don't know if you know of elicit. Elicit. So what I do is that sometimes I can send a topic to elicit. Elicit to write elicit to write it good with correct references. Then I'll copy that output. I'll copy that output and bring it to that cloud. As for chat there, it's been a very long time I use it. I don't know money because as the references are just too bad. But it has a good vocabulary.
But why do you use do they use paper to make it more academic? Is it that they make it more?
Yeah, it academizes your statement. Yeah, it makes it sound more academic. But I've not used some before, because most of these tools they are research tools, so they have that inherent ability to write academic language. So I'm sure my data is small. So what I do is that I'll copy the topic. First of all, if they give me a topic, there are lots of sites that can get your topic. Okay, some have even written it already. The same topic. One is UCC repository. Then UG Space. Okay, UDS. They also have their. But I'll get the link and then I'll just try and forward them to you. UDS have theirs. Tech to have theirs. So when I get a topic, first thing is that I'll go and search for them on these platforms. Once I get it, I'll just download it. Then I'll also go to Google Scholar. We have Science Direct, Francis and Taylor. What again? Then I'll give you this software. We call it Publish or Perish. This one, when you type the topic that you want, it will bring you every paper that I've been written on this topic before. You can also change the year. If you just want to do everything 10 years ago, you just make the settings so. Then it will bring you all the settings there. You can download it. Okay, most of them are theses, some are books and then journals. This is where you can also get your research questions as well. Okay, this one it will teach you how you can even copy the references from here. Okay, yeah, what we do is that all the papers presented here, there is a way I can, but we don't have time. You can make it so that all the references will appear in Excel. So you just convert them into AP, then you copy them straight and then come and paste them on the references side. Okay. For the referencing, this guy too can do QuickBooks. QuickBooks is very powerful. It does a lot of things, but just that you have to pay for it to get the full access of all the features. But the one it presents, I think, so that you can be managing that for now. So that is that. So I think I said I wanted to show you some work. Okay, so let's look at it. So this is the chapter 4.
So chapter 4, without the collection of the data, you can start with chapter 4.
No, we can start. But some of the times, some people will come that they don't have time to collect data. Okay, see that one too. So there are ways you can manipulate things too. We are boys, so that's where we focus. Because there was a time I think one big man came that he wanted him to write a thesis for him. That's a master's work for, he said she used 7 days, no data, and that was available. Let's watch out. So these are the various demographic information that were presented. So we have the gender, we have the position in class, we have the age range, basically. So the findings in the table indicate that 78% of students are male, while 21.3% are female. This distribution reflects the gender composition being reflected. And again, if you do this thing, there's a software. If you copy, you can copy the stuff or the data out of SPSS. Then there's a software I can show you. You go and paste it there. Then you ask it to run the analysis.
Research with the SPSS.
You can upload your what's it? You can upload your empirical or your literature. Once you upload it, then it will run okay. So it's coming to write on the but for masters. That's what we are showing all at West. What you have to do is that if you want to use this AI, you can have the display at one side. Then you be typing it. Okay, then you'll be varying some small stuff inside. Or what you can do is that I can show you another tool. Okay, you have that tool. You can take a snapshot of the output from the AI, then you convert it to text, then you copy it. So even if you paste it, you can do operations. Or some people, what they do is that, I'm not confirmed yet though, they copy the AI generated text, then they paste it in QuickBooks. QuickBooks is another AI, so I don't know, that is what they said they do, but I don't know how.
When they put it there, they say they humanize it. So when you check for AI, it doesn't detect how
so you can also do that. So if you copy from charts, paste it in QuickBooks, the only problem I have is that they can change the central concept. Okay, so if you are not careful, because I may not have time to read through everything. So if I paste it there and later on I find out that everything I was trying to write around, it changed the whole concept. So I have a lot of work to do. So that is that. Cloud. You can upload a file. Okay. So when you upload a file, you can upload your literature review, because your literature review is what you are going to support your discussion. So you can upload your literature review, that is in chapter 2 on cloud. Then you paste your data analytical outputs from SPSS. That one too. You can upload it there. Then you tell cloud that based on the empirical, based on the literature review and the outputs, write for me discussion of these results based on demographics and and the other objectives, then just leave it. You'll be surprised. Okay, yeah, I don't know. I'm sure they can draw a table. Club can draw a table for you. Chat can also draw a table, but people don't know how to command it.
Chat and then they don't know how to command.
Yeah, you can draw a table. Most of, if I'm developing a new skill, I use chat. I need to draw a table for you nicely. You just copy it, then you modify it a bit. So these are the practical things I'm teaching you guys, so that when you go, you don't have to waste a lot of time. So the distribution reflects the gender composition within the selected schools, emphasizing the need to consider potential gender-based differences in response to academic performance, given the notable gender distribution in the sample. It is essential to explore potential gender-based disparities in e-learning on academic performance. So when we look at this distribution, we have more males than females, right? We have more males than females. That is what, and the inference or what we can deduce from this is that, okay, we have more guys in class in a particular school than more girls, and what that means is that since there is a lot of guys than ladies, all or most of the interventions should be male-based. Okay, these are some of the things that we should be talking about. If it is about what's the name, small scale, large scale, or medium scale. Once you know that, okay, we have a lot of large scales, one of the recommendations that you should be making is that the policies should be tailored to favor most of the large scale industries, because we have a lot of them distributed among the population that we are talking about. Okay, so basically these are the demographics. When you come, now you can put all of them together. Okay, the demographical information, when you do it, when you go to SPSS, okay, you can present one to you at a time. Let's say you are just looking at sex. You come to analyze. You come to descriptive statistics. So you just click. All of these ones were there already, so copy all of them, remove them back. Just statistics. The settings are done already. So total number of people 249 me. Okay, we don't just run figures. Look at the distribution. So on percentage wise, we have 73 up against 27. Now please pay attention to this. Most of the times the demographic information, the system will present it for you individually. Okay? They will not put the sex together with the gender, sex and gender the same, sex, age, they will not put them together. So you have to generate the output by yourself, then you put them in a APA table by yourself. Some lecturers or some supervisors want you to do it individually. Every table should have different demographic information. So this particular one is about sex. So you copy this table, then you talk about the sex and the implication of the research. When you come to age, you have this table, you talk about the age. But most of the time, what they love is that you put all the demographic information on one table like this. Then you just speak about them. Okay?
Oh,
Yeah. What is the implication of the age range? Alright. Yeah. And then what is the academic positions? All of that. But when you finish, then you come to the research topics. That is where it is important. And the research objectives, which you will be able to help you to get the research. What are the attitudes of students towards the use of e-learning? Okay. Yeah, so these are the table, or this is the table that reflects that output. We copied it from SPSS. The table they use is APA table. I'll teach you how to draw it. Okay, if you present any other table, you will not recognize it. So this is how APA table looks like. So you talk about this. The findings in table above reveal that the attitudes of students towards e-learning resources are more students in the selected for statement. So you pick each of the statements and talk about them. The key one, the questions you ask. You tell, I am more motivated to use e-learning resources that are easy to use. So you look at the mean and the standard deviation. Okay? Yeah, this I'll teach you more when you get to statistics. Okay, what the mean values mean and their implication. So when you look at the mean value, you calculate what we call the mean of means. Okay, the mean of means is the summation of all the means divided by the number of items on the table. Okay, if the mean of mean is not too far apart, or you weigh each of the responses based on the mean of mean. Okay, if most of them are clouding or are navigating the direction of the mean of mean, it means that that also means a particular thing. Okay, so what, for instance, for the statement I am more motivated to use e-learning resources that are easy to use, students express a high level of agreement, because maybe you are looking at if I agree, strongly agree. That is the Likert scale, where you talk those things, Likert scale, 5.6. So they express a high level of agreement on the use of e-learning. Now look at this. This finding reflects the inclination of students to engage with e-learning when they find the resources easy to use. That is the implication. It suggests that user-friendliness plays a pivotal role in motivating students to actively participate in digital materials. Okay, I'm sure this work is not complete. Engagement, e-learning, why is that particular position? It suggests that this thing is very important. This thing the writer said here is not complete, because you have done empirical research or empirical studies on that particular research objective. When you are doing your empirical research or your empirical review, you have to do it on all of the objectives, and that conclusion you are drawing there should be supported by a theory or one or two of the research, the empirical studies that you've conducted. So it suggests that user friendliness plays a pivotal role in motivating students to actively participate in digital learning materials, as stated by, then you go back. Okay, which of your empirical studies corroborate this particular finding, as stated by Gideon 2022. Now, it must not be the only one supporting it. Some may oppose it, but opposed by Moses 2019. Okay, this is how we do discussion. So that is why you must do a good empirical studies in chapter 2. Okay, because everything you are saying that, okay, this guy did the research on this and find out about this. This guy too did the research and find out. All of those things you are saying there, you are going to pick all of them there and make references when you are discussing it. Now, you also remember in chapter 2, you talk about certain theories that underpin your study. One theory that will support this particular thing that the guy is talking about is TAM. Okay, technological adoption model. Okay, technology adoption model. This theory states that when technology is easy to use, users find it very easy to use. Okay, I think I used it when I was doing my undergrad research work on the impact of e-commerce on customer satisfaction. Now, if you design a website that is too difficult for people to come and buy items, they will not come. Okay, but if it is very friendly, you realize that they will come. So TAM can support this particular stance. Okay, so you must also go back to this theory. Okay, the study. So after you are done with what this guy, if the study is corroborating findings by other studies conducted by other researchers, it must be indicated. If your stance is like trying to oppose them, that too must be indicated. Then you also look at the theories. Okay, so you can also continue and say that the findings supports the stance of technology adoption model proposed by Moses 1960. That stated that, or he stated that technology adoption is contingent on the ease of use. Okay, then you can raise this particular discussion. Discussion can be brief but be very powerful. Okay, because of the content or the thing that go into it. That is why when you are trying to write article, what we do is that we try to be very concise. You don't have to write plenty things. Okay, you have to write things that we need. Okay, you have to write things that are actually needed.
I have a question.
Okay.
They say chapter 3 is the easiest among the research topics. The chapters to write.
Yeah. Because mostly the patterns are almost the same.
So how do you write chapter 3?
So you must be taught.
Yeah, you took that through. I just don't
Okay. Chapter 3, basically, you give introduction, research approach, either quantitative, qualitative, or mixed. Research design. The design should be exploratory, descriptive, or explanatory. Okay, so what we do is that if you are writing quantitative, if your research, most of the researches you'll be doing, you'll be giving or you'll be doing a quantitative research approach. You define what a quantitative research approach is, backed by a particular empirical research. Who said that in bracket? Then you give the advantages of the quantitative research. What are some of the advantages it presents? Then the drawbacks or the limitations. Okay. Then you look at why the choice of this study or this particular research approach for your study. Then you go. That is the way to write it. All right. Let me. Do I need to demonstrate that also? The design to the same. Okay. Design. Research design. We have descriptive, we have exploratory, and we have explanatory. Basically, the descriptive is used when we are trying to describe a particular phenomenon. Okay, we are looking at risk. We want to look at the impact of the state of teenage pregnancy in Ghana. We are trying to describe how teenage pregnancy is in Ghana. We are looking at descriptive research design. Now, explanatory, we are looking at cause and effects or causal relationship. So we are looking at the how CSR would cause organizational performance. These are very simple things. Okay, so there is a cause and effect relationship between CSR and organizational performance. So in this research, you must use explanatory because one variable is trying to explain what should happen to the other. Okay, yes. Then exploratory, when the topic or the area you are trying to navigate is novel, we are trying to explore something novel, then we have to use exploratory. Okay, but most of the things we doing causal or explanatory and then descriptive. So again, you define it, explain it with a lot of empirical or good citations. Then the advantages and disadvantages
of each
of them. Sometimes you may even go ahead to show off some list all of them, then you tell them the particular one that you're using. Okay, we have a lot of research designs, including exploratory, descriptive, and explanatory. But in this research, this research is going to adopt explanatory research because this variable, what's the name? CSR is explaining what happens to operational. Just use the research language. Okay, then you go ahead and explain what the design is, advantages, disadvantages, and most importantly, why the choice of that particular research design for your study. Okay, so once again, any of the AI tools, you get your topic, ask which research design, you should know. Then why the choice of this research design for my study? Then you put it there, you give it to you, you copy it, you paste it. Okay? And if you can find a way to humanize it to escape an AI detection, that would be great. But if not,
you can retype it instead of copying.
Yes, so you'll be watching it. That was what I was trying to tell you. That instead of copying it, you can type it yourself. Okay, you can type it yourself. Or you guys, you have a very good English. So as you are typing, you can also be varying, injecting certain things.
You see, most of the articles or most of the research works are talking about, they are all using the explanatory type. So, can you copy from some article which it seems to explain what? Like you copy some articles on the topic that you are talking about, but based on that, you can use this kind of.
Is it the entire article or some section of it?
Like some sections, like not like
Yes.
for
So
chapter 3.
you just have to edit to set your case. Okay, for instance, I can copy there was a time, that is why they said chapter 3 is the most easiest part. Okay. So what I do is that if it is undergrad, I don't have time. I will copy everything. I'll go to cloud, paste everything there. My new topic is maybe the chapter 3 presented was on performance management. My new topic is CSR on organizational performance. Change the entire write-up to sync to my new topic. Then I'll present. So I can use 5 minutes to write chapter 3.
So you use.
So what I'll do is that I'll just have to adjust the paragraph.
Okay.
How to indent it. Every paragraph should have between 8 and 12 sentences. Okay, that is the maximum. Once it reaches that time, you have to indent it and start another paragraph. Okay, so as for chapter 3, there will be anything. So that is that. Then you come to the other one again. What is your last session? I want us to meet tomorrow. Then I will introduce you to everything because I want you to start.
Yeah, something.
Yeah. So when you go, I want us to have to buy from my wife. So let me run up. Then chapter 5 there is just something small. Then you come tomorrow. Let me give you every software and every shortcuts. The websites, the shortcuts, the AIs, and some other data manipulation stuffs that you can do. Okay. Yeah, so that when you come tomorrow, when you look at it. So you should link your discussion to your objective, to your theories, and then to your empirical studies. Okay, that is please watch out for the empirical studies. Dear AI is the only AI that can do it well is Gemini AI. Okay. Yes. And it will do it very well. And I'll show you. What it does is that go there, type the topic. And this one is not AI thing. When you go, you type the topic, it will talk about it with the it's how I don't have data. As for tomorrow, if you are coming, I wish you can bring your laptops. Okay. Yeah, try and get, because tomorrow we will not be doing things. We will be ending it tomorrow because I want you guys to go and start something. If you have any problem, just call.
Alright.
Okay. Yeah. The things we touch right now, if you start something, you can be able to.
Machine, Honda.
Why won't what
Well, even the machine.
I'm glad that so good.
This is your stage.
By this time, you take machine to me.
Until machine.
More can from machine breast here, so you be getting that one of the cow.
If you take this machine from
Overcome.
you are
Okay,
giving
right now, less than 5 minutes here for machine.
half of my life is here.
We can plan now. Machine can turn this at all. External hand thing. So we be a baby and they go. Everything be our put it on it. Hey, now you say we are doing one. Now I get it.
The listening scratch.
What do you want us to do tomorrow?
At the same time, or
When
should
do
we
you
come
meet
in?
tomorrow? When do you meet today?
10.
10. 10 is too late.
It's too late, so you should come a bit early. Maybe
Yeah,
yes.
so that we can close.
8.
8. Are you okay?
Yes.
We'll be here by 8. By 10
8. 8 na you na people.
They should come early.
I will.
So for the chapter 4, when you finish, just give some brief.
Maybe I will call you.